Hi, I'm Sam Luce here with iZotope. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through a brand new feature in Neutron Pro. It's called Oscilloscope. Not only does it give you a visual representation of the compression you're applying to a single source, but with this update, setting up and using sidechain compression is easier. And with the visual aid, you'll be able to balance your low end better and see the compression as settings are being applied. But before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever new content is uploaded. Head to the link in the description or in this video up here to get your free trial of Music Production Suite Pro now to follow along in Neutron Pro. Let's dive right in. Let's take a listen to this track as it stands, and then we're going to check out Oscilloscope and how it can help your mixes and productions by giving you direct visual feedback on the compression that you're applying. First off, I want to add a little more punch and attack to these drums. I'm going to do this by using Neutron's compressor, which I've added to my drum bus. To see Oscilloscope, all we have to do is click this button. As I play the track, you'll see Oscilloscope in action, displaying the waveform of the material. Now, as I bring the threshold down and start to apply some compression to these drums, as well as hearing more punch and detail, you're also going to see the waveforms change shape in the oscilloscope display. Straight away, you can see how the accentuated attack is being represented by a sharp spike at the beginning of the waveform. As well as being able to hear how we've drastically increased the punch of the drums, we can now also see a visual representation in Oscilloscope. As I alter the parameters on the compressor, you're going to see how Oscilloscope follows the changes you make and generates the visuals in real time, allowing you to see how compression is altering the waveform. If I increase the ratio, you're going to see a sharper spike for the transient. As I alter the attack, a higher value will show more of the transient passing through unaffected, and a lower value will show less. As I alter the release, a shorter setting will make the tail of the waveform appear larger as the compressor is leaving it unaffected, whilst a longer setting will also compress the tail and it will appear smaller. You'll notice that the sidechain function is now visible straight away, giving you direct access to this feature. With the compressor now on the music bus, I've fed the kick and snare into the sidechain, so the music is now being affected when they are present. I can turn the sidechain on using this button. When you see purple on the display, you know straight away you're in sidechain mode. Neutron will also give you some default settings when you engage the sidechain to get you to the right sound even quicker. On the regular display, you'll still see the amount of compression being applied on the orange trace, but now the purple trace shows you what's coming in the sidechain and where to set your threshold. As you would expect, altering the parameters of the compressor will change the waveform in Oscilloscope, ensuring you can see exactly how the compressor is affecting your sound. Now, sidechain is great for sculpting your sound and making the instruments move around the kick and snare, but it's also great for giving yourself more headroom on the master bus. Let's take a look at how much harder the Ozone Maximizer is having to work when the sidechain is not engaged versus when it is engaged. You can see this on the numbers just below the meters. Without the sidechain, the Maximizer is at times achieving up to 5 dB of gain reduction. But with the sidechain engaged, it's not having to work nearly as hard, but achieving far more clarity in the drums. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure you head to iZotope.com for your free trial of Music Production Suite Pro to take advantage of this new great feature. And if you're already a subscriber, make sure you keep an eye on your account for more updates and great content coming along soon. Take care.